In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing all of the neutral cards from Forbidden. Okay, so let's get started, and we will kick off with the cover card, which is Emma. So this works like Lars. Let's have a look at the spells. The first one you get is, this card is part of the Arcana class, and this card's cost cannot be changed. Look at the top X cards of your deck, where X is the number of minions belonging to the Evoker class in your base, and select one color card, reveal it to your opponent, and add it to your hand. Put the rest of the bottom of your deck in any random order. That's really good. Kind of gets better as the game goes on, lets you look through more cards, and it adds color cards, so it literally lets you go like, it pretty much lets you, this is one of the best check top and add cards in the game. Super strong, debatably worth running at 1 just for this, honestly. Very, very good. Next spell you get is Monotony. Banish one of your opponent's minions with X DP or lower, where X is the number of minions belonging to the Evoker class in your base, then banish this card. So this is obviously really strong as well. Banishing is the best form of removal in this game. Super good, super good. Finally, there is Emma spell Encore. Draw until you have 10 cards, and all your minions and mana enter the active state, then banish this card. So another absolute banger of a spell. This is a clear 4 out of 5 for me. The reason it's not a 5 out of 5 is because every deck can't use it. A lot of decks are very picky about their mana base, and you can't necessarily get away with running these neutral minions. A lot of them would prefer to have Lars. I think Lars is as good as Emma. I think they're equally good. I just think that Lars has more use currently. I would not shock me to see Emma showing up in future formats in big numbers as the games start to go a bit longer. Would not shock me whatsoever. I think Emma's really good. This is core, obviously, in all those effects we've discussed in all the previous videos. You've got Sharp Clawed Flamingo. Reduce your movement by 1, and if you do, place 1 neutral mana in your base in the rest state, and this minion cannot move. This is another reasonably good generic minion, early game minion. Some decks run this, a lot don't. It's perfectly fine. 3 out of 5. It's another option, you know, with your Mappy Rats, with your Pollens, with your what have yous. It's good. Slug Monster, 2 cost. Whenever you use a magic card, this minion receives 100 BP. This is garbage. 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5. The Wanderer Lolo. When summoned, you can search your deck for a base minion card belonging to the card battle class, reveal it to your opponent, and add it to your hand. This minion cannot be counted. This on your turn. This minion can be counted as a color for any color for cost reduction. And this minion cannot be selected as a target for your opponent's card effects. Talking is hard. 5 out of 5. Staple in every Battle Spirits deck. Straight up. Journey Rat. When summoned, you can search your deck for a minion card belonging to the Rodent class, reveal to your opponent, add it to your hand, and shuffle your deck. This, I imagine, will be very good when rodents become a thing, if they become a thing. So I'll say a 3 out of 5. This is obviously it has potential for sure. It's a good effect. Searching for any rodent can be really good. Then we've got Sunleo. When summoned, if you have mana belonging to the Evoker class in your base, draw 1 card. If you have 3 or more mana belonging to the Evoker class in your base, this minion gets +2/+1. And if you have 6 or more mana belonging to the Evoker class in your base, this minion gains charge and research. This is really good. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. I think this is very strong. 100%. Super good. Super good. I mean, for 3, if you get a 5/2 charge researcher, like, that draws, what? That's insane. This, you know what? 5 out of 5. This is run in pretty much every Evoker deck that can fit it in. Like, very few Evoker decks don't run this, and the ones that do have a very clear, defined strategy that they actually can't deviate from to play a high value card like this. Basically just mid-range blue. Very good. Then we've got Slime Wave. When summoned, summon X copies of Token Slime Block, where X is the number of mana you have belonging to the Evoker class in your base. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty good. You can fill your board. It's nowhere near as good as a Golem summon or anything, but you know, it's fine. I'd say this is a 3 out of 5 card. It can create a board full of blockers. The issue, of course, is they're relatively easy to remove, so... Okay. The Astronomer Lilia. Whenever this minion deals damage, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, select 1 field minion belonging to the Zodiac deity class to enter the field. Put the rest of the bottom of your deck in any random order, and on your turn, when using the neutral mana to pay the cost of a field minion, you can use those mana as any color. The second ability is the good one, the first one's never happening. Is the second ability worth running this card for? No. Definitely not. Definitely not. This is a 2 out of 5. Not very good. The Big Dipper Dragon, Sieg Apollo Dragon. When summoned, you can search your deck for one base minion belonging to the Brave class, place it in your base, not at rest, and shuffle your deck, and when boosted, draw a card. This basically goes, accelerate your mana by 1, give this a boost that you get to tutor from your deck, and draw a card. 4 out of 5. So good. Arachna. When summoned, destroy one minion. On your turn, if you haven't used a card belonging to the Arcana class this turn, this minion cannot attack or move. 1 out of 5. Fucking garbage. And that's it for what we have in the game currently. However, there are more cards being added, which I'm sure, I believe there should work. Yep. So you should be aware, I made an update video about this. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. Well, I mean, to be fair, you don't have to, I'm about to discuss it now. But yeah, so I've got the translations here. These are actually not on any of the card lists for some reason. They're still here, but I believe these are getting added on July 13th when we get the big update for the game. So the first one here is the 7-drop, which has a when summoned, draw a card, then return a card from trash to hand. So it's pretty good. I'd say it's a 2 to 3 out of 5. Returning anything is good, and if you've got Phoenix, then it's like pretty good value. Drawing a card is also nice, but it is very expensive. It's okay. Next, we have got the 12-drop, which is Swoop, cost reduction, red, yellow, white, green, blue, purple. When attacking, if this minion is attacking a player, for each of your dragon or zodiac deity, I believe, minions, deal 1 damage to your opponent's player and heal 1 life to your player. So, yeah, this is pretty wild. Swooping in a 12-3 is kind of good. If nothing else, it gives you something really fucking big to just go block. I'm killing your big thing. Can be a little bit difficult to get out, but also when you attack with it, you know, if you're using this Battle Spirit Red, for example, that's going to be burn 2 or burn 3, heal 2 or heal 3. And your opponent can't stop that as long as it's like the first thing you do that turn. The first thing the first attack you do is with that. They can't stop it. So yes, extremely powerful, really, really good. I'd say this is a 3 to 4 out of 5. I'm not 100% sure yet because we haven't seen it in the game yet, but I think it's going to be really powerful as a finisher. And finally, we have the 4-drop, which is Alex. When summoned, if you have a core in your base, draw a card. If you do not have a core, instead place a core in your base. So, I think I initially had this wrong in my head, where like it was like all the other effects where it changed something into a core. This gives you a mana. This like actively accelerates you a mana. So that's really good. You either get a card or you accelerate a mana, which is super strong. You can swoop it, so you can use it on your opponent's turn as well, which is obviously really good, giving you a blocker on your opponent's turn too. And during your turn, it also counts as all colours for your cost structure ability. So I think Alex is going to be a 4 out of 5 card. I think it's going to see play in all the Battle Spirit decks. I'm pretty confident of that. And yeah, I think it's really good. So that's it for all of the neutral minions. You can see there really weren't very many, but they are, you know, there's a lot of them that are very high impact, a lot of them that aren't very powerful. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you did, please leave a like on the video. Please comment any other content you would like me to make, anything of that kind of sort. And finally, please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the summer. If I do this, you know the drill, money, better videos, blah blah blah. So once again, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's video. Cheers. By the way, yes, I'm aware this is only 9 minutes in. I am stretching this to 10 minutes because the algorithm is the algorithm, and it is what it is. You can click off, feel free. Okay, cheers.